everybody, and welcome back to more Quern. We are here in the gardens right now, and we're about to make this mixture. I'm going to call it taxes. I know, I promise not to try to pronounce these, but these ones are at least pretty simple. We've got Eru, Jess, taxes, and yen. And that's probably not how you actually pronounce any of this stuff, but we'll go with that at least. So these three, Eru, Jess, and Yen, we can make, or we can get back at the alchemy lab with the containers there, but this one we can't. So we're going to need to mix the flowers that we've been finding here into something that we can then pour inside the cauldron. And you'll notice that each of the mixtures here, if you add up these tally marks, like these ones, add up to 6. So what I'm going to do here, you'll notice there's 6 lights here. I'm going to gather up the components from all the flowers here and then try to see if this will work. Putting our test tube in here. There we go. So the first one that we need to do, let me get our torch here, is this one. And then we need to do this one, and then 2 of this, 1 of this, and 1 of this. So let's just do these 2 for now. So 1 of that and 1 of that. So that is this one, and where is the other one? Well, I don't see the other one here. Now that's interesting. Are there more than just, let's see, 5, 6, 7? Is there an 8th one? I think there are 8 on the list. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there are 8. So let's get the first one for now, the blue one. We can use our clippy things here. That's these. And we'll dump them in here. Now let's grind those up. Alright, so that's... It looks like they're being collected in here before they get dispensed out here, so we'll continue with the rest of this. So let's see, we got blue, white, these bulby ones that are yellow and red, and then we've got these ones with a lot of petals, which are red and yellow, and then this leafy one, which is orange, and then this one with the purple tail kind of thing. So which one's not represented? This looks like the bulby red one, the yellow petally one. That's the blue one we just picked. It looks like it could be this. Wait, no, that's another petally one. This is the bulby yellow one. This is the orange leafy one. So it's got to be this one, because that's the purple tail one. So let's grab one of these and put it in here. There we go. So going by process of elimination helps. And then we've got 2 of this one. Kind of looks like it starts with a backwards R. Let's see, which one is that? That is the red bulby one. Okay, that's good. A lot of red elements being used here. You might have noticed when we were looking at the dispenser stuff back in the alchemy lab that there was kind of a red stuff on the ground where that dispenser that was empty was. So if this is supposed to mix into something red, that would make at least some amount of sense. Alright, this is number 4. Alright, so then the 5th and 6th ones, these are just 1 apiece. This one that starts with what looks like an A, and this looks like an L. What are those? Okay, so this is the red petally one, and that's the purple tail one. Okay, cool. That works out really well. So let's get this one first. Thankfully, you do get unlimited tries at this if you fail, even though it looks like there would be limited quantities of the plants available for you. So that's rather nice. What was the other one again? I've already forgotten what the other one was. Oh yeah, the red petal-y one. Which is this. I guess it's more purple than red. Alright, hopefully we made the right choices here. Alright, so we've got a red mixture. So we'll take this back to Alchemy Lab and pour it in the cauldron, and then the rest of it should be a cinch. Let's see, right there. Cool. Okay, so we've got that down. Thankfully the rest of the recipe is right here for us to look at. And the good news is that we only need one of the taxes ones, so we can just get the other ones really simply here. Yen has 2, and then the other ones have 1. So let's do yen first. Yen is green. Alright, got green. Let's get one more green. I'm interested in seeing what color this turns out to be. I don't really remember what the color was that poured out of there. And so this one had 1, and then the blue one had 1. That was Jess, and this is Iru. Like I said earlier, I'm presuming those are Dulmerian letters or something. Alright, so the remaining powders, we get 2 white, 1 green, and 1 yellow. Let's get the whites. I guess it's sort of gray. Green. And then yellow. Alright, cool. Looks like it's kind of a green mixture. It does look a little familiar. And we'll get our handy dandy pitcher. Alright. Hopefully we did this correctly. Let's head back out. Still have yet to find a key for that chest over there. Oh wait, not over here. We gotta go through the gate over here. It's this way. Okay, hopefully this will work. Alright, that's a good sign. Looks like it's almost like burning it, in a way. It's like there's steam coming out. And we get another key. Cool. And we get sticks? Oh, this is for that ladder over there by the North Shore area, isn't it? Alright, well we can put in this new key on the way. Let's see, so let's examine this first. This one is, it's only got 2 things on it. And it looks like this is just a 90-degree thing, so let's try to match that. There we go, cool. So we just have one last one, and it looks like you'll have 4 hooks to put on there in the shape of an X, or a cross. And no, we won't actually find that for a while, so we're going to have to wait on that. That was simple. Like I said earlier, I would have just totally tried to jump up there if this were real life. The professor may be willing to stay here for unlimited time, but I'm not. I want to go home. Ooh, and we got a key here. Maybe that's for the chest. It's the only place that we haven't really used a key on yet. We've got a handle and another letter.
After decades of hard work, experimenting, and prototyping, I achieved a great progress in crystal engineering, and it clearly became one of my many expertise. This was the time she first appeared to me. At that moment, I realized that I was never really alone. The strange sense of being watched I used to feel was probably her. She introduced herself as the warden of this world. What a miserable lie it was. She had no right to claim such a title.
Interesting. So this, whoever is watching him is actually a she. Okay, so it's not just some kind of feeling that he's had, it's someone who introduced herself to him. That probably means we're going to be meeting this woman or entity or whatever it is at some point as well. And this does not appear to work. We can't pick these tools up either, but they're connected over there to that building that we saw earlier with the gear symbol leading on inside of it. This almost looks like that wind-up thing that we used on the boat. So yeah, we can't really do anything with that, but we do have two new things that we just picked up. Let's look at these. We've got this handle stick thing and a key. I'm going to check out the key first. Thankfully the game just lets you jump right off the cliff, which I don't recommend doing in real life, by the way. Don't do that. That is something I probably would not do unless I was really desperate to get somewhere. Alright, so let's check out this and see if this key actually leads somewhere over here. Maybe if there's something inside this thing. Alright. Wait, what? Okay. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I really love how some of the things that are revealed in this game are just totally not what you're thinking they're going to be. Like, this reminds me honestly of that world from the Myst spin-off game Uru called Kadish Talisa, where you had all these puzzles and they seem to have these obvious exits once you solved them, but then they turn out to be something completely different. And I love that. It's just so cool. Looks like we need to put something in there or use something to open it up. There is, however, something over here. It's rather curious. And there's also a... I don't know what this is, but it's not something that appears to be working right now. Alright, and we found the door that goes over this way. Cool. Unlocking more things by the minute. Well, the other thing that we had, besides this new thing we just picked up, which we haven't really seen anything like this before, is this stick. And it's been a while, but you might recall that there was a hole up over here that we could put something in. And this looks like it could be a good fit for that. Let's see what happens when we move it. Looks like we have to pull on it pretty hard. There we go. What is this room? Oh, wait a second. These are all the symbols that we've been seeing. This one these two we saw in the garden. This was in the alchemy lab. This was that one that was over by that rocky area near the ocean, that direction. This one, I want to say this was in the crystal lab, and this was that area next to the crystal lab, and then finally this is the building over there. Whatever this is, it seems to take things that are round. Maybe we can put this in here? What does this do? Oh. When we put it down, it causes this to light up. So maybe this is a pattern or code for something. Doesn't seem to be useful right now. Can we do this without something there? No. Okay. Another letter. Let's see what the professor has to say.
She was convinced that if I stayed, I would soon reach a point upon which I would no longer be myself. I couldn't understand her point. Although she tried to convince me to leave the island, I did not listen. I knew that the knowledge I gained could have changed my entire civilization for the better. The gateway was fully operational at the time, but I didn't know for sure whether I'd be able to find Quern again. It took me 14 years to locate this world. I couldn't take the risk. I wasn't ready to leave all my work behind. Not yet.
Well, that's rather curious, because we haven't seen the professor yet. Of course, he could be somewhere that we haven't visited. But if he is not here, why did he leave and everything? It also seems like he's built a gateway that allows him to escape, so that's rather fascinating. And we've got a bucket. Cool. Alright, so... Oh, hey, we've got a... Wait a minute. Okay, so we put that in there, this symbol lit up. And this was, I want to say, the one that was near the watchtower. So if we take that off, what happens if we go back to the watchtower? Is the door now shut over there? It is, okay. This is actually an Easter egg that you can get an achievement for finding, by the way. So that's pretty neat. So at least now we know that these things really are doors that we can open. So, this is not the one we picked up. The one we picked up was this one. So what happens when we put this one in? Same thing. Okay. What happens if we put this over here? This other cylinder thing. We get a difference pattern right there. Okay. Sure, that will become relevant at some point, but right now we haven't seen anything that looks like it would be useful toward that end. So what happens when we put that there? Ooh. Two things light up now. There's also some other stuff here. We've got this combination thing. Looks like it's a combination lock. And a button that we can push. Well, maybe it opens to this or does something. We've got another area over here with gears, some little doohickeys, drawings, and then something crossed out right here with more of that red stuff. It's rather curious. Well, let's go back to the garden area and look at the two new places we opened up, because they're both there, if memory serves correctly. And I went the wrong way again. Yay. Okay, let's see what we've got over here. Wait, this is the alchemy lab. My brain is not here tonight. I've kind of had a little bit of a tough weekend, so... Let's see, not this area, but this one. Here we go. Ooh, we got more stuff to pick out. And we've got a cup. Interesting. Alright, so I'm assuming we can just use the picker thing here, the tongs. We can, okay. I didn't see these as part of the mixtures in this chart, but maybe this area that just opened up over here will tell us something. The squeezed liquids of the native berries have quite intense effects on one's senses. Though drinking pure berry juices would be almost unbearable for the human body, the substance this device mixes with the liquids makes their effects significantly weaker. Be cautious, even though they are diluted, some of them could be quite intoxicating. Well, that sounds like fun. So next time, I think we're going to try to see if we can use the berry juices here to do something. I don't really know what it is we can accomplish with that, but I guess we'll find out. So until then, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side.